This is spreadsheet lesson number 2. We're going to get to work on the different items in the budget. The first thing we notice is that there's some things missing here, because when we were in income and expenses, we found out that Alan's phone, for example, is a regular monthly expense, and the cyber cafe payment. So let's go back to page 1. We're on line 12. Let's go insert rows. Insert a couple of rows here, maybe 3 of them, because we need to add some categories. We need to put phone. Well, Adrine's phone must be a monthly expense. And then there's Alan's phone. And then there's Cyber Cafe. We just need to find out what those costs are and put them over here. And then we'll convert them to dollars. In fact, let's convert them to dollars right now. This is the way we do that. Let's say it cost 50,000. Oh, we've already got that cell. And let's see. Let's say this one is, oh, this guy's got an expensive one. That's $28 a month. And a cyber cafe, that must be 150,000. I don't know. But that's just an example. Now that we've got those formulas in there, that when we enter the amount, it shows up in the dollars as well. And then it adds up a total. That formula is on there. Then all we have to do is get the correct amounts. So you'll have to put the correct amounts. This is just a format, and then you need to go through and put the correct amounts. In fact, it would be a good idea to add in maybe this column, when is that due? So the shelter is your rent. So when is that due? Let's say it's due the 28th of each month. And then the food, when's that due? It's probably due the 1st of the month, and so forth. What day do we have to have that money? And so for each category, when do we need it? And then we go back to page 3. Now we've got some April added up. Let me click here, make sure that this is C3 to C21. Yep, that's the right formula. And then we have May. I hope that that's all the receipts for April, but I wonder if there might be more, because this starts on the 9th and just has a few other days when there was an income or an expense. So if there are any more incomes or expenses, let's say you need more rows, then you just click on a row and go to insert row, and then you have room to add another one. Just make sure that the formula for April, which shows up right here, includes all the rows that you've added, because this number automatically posts on this page. So you see that now I can't hardly read that. So I'm going to go to View, Zoom, and zoom to a larger percentage. Now I can see it better. See this 2693200. I don't have to enter that because it's already there. 2693200. Whatever number shows up here, go to page 2. It automatically shows up there because I put a formula there. Now we're going to do that here because this is not right. This says account money needed, and it's supposed to be a formula and a number. And so first of all, let's go to income and expense. We've got a place for May totals. We have a place for June totals, but no place for July yet. So we're going to add, or we're going to insert, it's called insert rows. Want to insert at least enough rows for our July postings. Every time there's an expense or an income, we'll post the date in July. In fact, we'll just put that right now, so we know what month we're working in, July. Now I'm going to highlight this row and copy. Now after I've copied it, I can go down here and I can edit, paste. Now I've got a place to put a total for July. Total July. Now the July total is going to be right there. And it's going to be there because I'm going to put equals, and then I'm going to show that it equals all the way whatever I put in those rows. And of course there's nothing there, so it doesn't know how to add it up. But Nelson, I think I did this formula wrong.
Okay.
I want this formula right here to be just like that one. The sum, I think that's what I missed. I put equals, and I have to write sum. Now I can highlight these. Does that look like the right way to do it? Not yet. This is the right formula. Equals sum. So I'll have to put that same formula there. Equals sum. And then I have to put the parentheses, right?
Yeah.
Then I have to close parentheses for it to work. Now that formula works. Now I'm going to copy that formula and paste it on these other bottom lines. Now I've got my formulas for July in the right place. I'll go back to number 2 and I have July. Now I'm getting a little confused here, so I'm going to put that I want to insert a column. Insert column. Then I'm gonna highlight this section, copy, and paste it in that empty column there. And then I'll highlight those by go text. No. Well, Nelson left again, so we can't ask him. Okay, now I have it. Now I'm ready. I don't want that there. What do I want? I put it in the right place. It's to be on 3. I have to move all this up. So let me undo it and paste it in the right place. There. Is that the right place? Nope, still not. So I'll undo it. Click up here. Now it's in the right place. Now, it says July account money needed, but that's not right. It's supposed to say equals. Then I go back to income and expense. It equals that one. Fixed expense for July. Go back to this one. Fixed expense for July is that one. Variable payments for July. Loan payment interpol letter. I don't want loan payment for July to be an interpol letter, but variable payments equals income and expense. Variable payments for July. Good. Total profit or loss. First I'm going to open this up so I can see all the categories. Then, total profit or loss, rent? No, that's not rent. Equals income minus expenses minus loan payments minus variable payments. That is the total profit or loss. Oh, starting cash. Starting cash doesn't make any sense to call it food. Starting cash is the equals that number right there, which was the available cash at the end of June. So the starting cash for July is the available cash for June, the end of June. But the available cash for July is not Cyber Cafe. It's total profit or loss. First I have to put equals total profit or loss minus, no, not minus, plus starting cash. And that's how for each month we enter. Oh, here's some other peculiar things on the spreadsheet. $600 in September for total income. Doesn't make sense. Total profit or loss, 300,000. No, that's not even a formula. So I'll erase those so that when we get to income and expense and add some lines, some rows for, in this case, August, and then later for September and October, November, December, that we can automatically put those so that they, whatever adds up here will also appear over here. Now, what's missing on this sheet, starting in April when we started having some information, is the correct category for starting cash. Here it says that we had 100,000 in cash at the beginning of April. And so when we added the profit or loss for April to this cash we already had, that means at the end of April we should have this much cash. If any of these numbers are not correct, then you need to change them. And so on this page, let's take a look. We can see that this number is a formula. This number is brought over from another page, and this one as well, but this number is just typed in there. So this is the number, only number on this page that we're going to be making a change to correct it. The starting cash, so that when it's added to the reality of the month, then we know how much cash is left over at the end of April. If that number is not correct, then there's something wrong in what? Page 3, postings for April. And it is a little peculiar here. Alan's phone is 0, and Adrine's phone is missing, and so forth. We need to find all the receipts for April and make sure they're all in here, and for May as well. Now I'm going to turn off my recording and hope that I can post this.